Let's get excited, guys. Come on. We play Michigan tomorrow at 2:30 in Lincoln. Nebraska is currently 2-2. Yes, we lost to Colorado, we lost to Minnesota, but we beat Northern Illinois and Louisiana Tech, and our defense is currently the number one rushing defense in the entire nation, in the entire world. We are making headlines on the defensive side of the ball, at least, from here to Antarctica. Everyone knows about Nebraska's defense right now, and we are playing at home in Memorial Stadium. That is not something to be overlooked. So, boys and girls, I expect nothing less than madness and intensity from our fan base, from our coaches, from our players. This is college football where, like I said, anything can happen. It really can. We can make magic happen tomorrow in Memorial Stadium. You bet your bottom dollar. Today, I'm going to walk through my expectations for the game. I'm going to talk about areas of concern for the Nebraska Cornhusker team. And also, I'm finally going to give my prediction about this incredibly important game. What's up, guys? Welcome back to FFT. I'm Trevor. Let's check it out. Okay, so I'm not an idiot. I know that there's a lack of expectation, a lack of excitement, a lack of hype around this Nebraska-Michigan game from a lot of the fan base. And I feel it and I understand it. But at the same time, let's maybe look at this from another perspective. If we lose to Michigan, so what? They're a 4-0 team with a great offense and a great defense, and they're looking pretty good. But if we get a win, we have everything to gain from this game and nothing to lose. We really do. So let's look at this optimistically. If we get a win out of this, this changes the entire trajectory for the remainder of this season. I already think that we're poising ourselves for great years 2 and 3. But if we win this year against Michigan, we're looking at bowl games and beyond this season, which is exciting. So let's jump into some of my expectations for this game. I have expectations for the fan base, the coaches, the defense, the offense, and then I'm going to give you guys my predictions at the very end, what I think we're going to walk away with at the end of this game. So let's go ahead and talk about my expectations for the fan base. And it's as simple as this. Let's do our job, guys. I expect that the fan base shows up and shows up big. We have a reputation for making Memorial Stadium loud and proud. I've also heard great things as somebody who appreciates this as a fan. We show respect to the teams that come in. We are one of the fewest booing crowds in the entire nation. I appreciate that about us, but we know when to get loud, when necessary, and I love that. I love that about Memorial Stadium. When you're down and close to the field and you just feel the buzz, I expect that for this game. I expect that, yes, we want to win, absolutely. But more importantly, we want a successful program long term. And that goes with not being fickle and only riding the waves of success. Colorado. But I'm talking about showing up for our team regardless of a win or regardless of a loss. I expect that just like how I see in Nebraska and in Lincoln all the time, I see Nebraska flags and Nebraska garb everywhere I go, regardless of the outcome of our season, how our team is currently looking. I expect that we continue to do more of the same, that we show up for our team, that we show loyalty and commitment and hype, and we give them the rounds of applause when they are due. And let's show up for our team, guys. I expect that Nebraska fans show up loud and show up proud. I also expect that our coaches come in with a plan and they execute. I'm tired of seeing penalties in crucial moments. I want to see the confidence and execution in the play calling as we get later onto this game. I want to see that players know their assignments and show up on time, that we're not having to call timeouts for player swaps and bringing in the right, sets for these plays that we're calling. I want to see some gutsy calls, and I want to see some plays that show that they have confidence in the playmakers, show that the coaches have confidence in this team and that we have the ability and that they believe we have the ability to take this next step. I have those expectations for the coaches. It's not all on Matt Rhule. It's not all on the offensive coordinator. It's not all on the defensive coordinator. We need to be hitting on every cylinder this game, and we need everybody committed and knowing their assignment. For defense, these are my expectations for defense. I want to see our defense bring the energy. I want to see our defense stand strong for 4 quarters, regardless of how our offense is doing. I don't care if our offense gives up 21 points in the first quarter. If our defense keeps their head in the game and they continue to play, and even if our offense hasn't scored a single point, I want them to continue to show up, because every time that our defense steps on the field, we have the ability to make something happen. We have the ability to cause turnovers. We have the ability to only allow 50 yards of rushing total this game. I expect that from our defense. I expect that they show up big in crucial moments and force Michigan to throw the ball. I expect that our defense knows that they can be the defense we need them to be the rest of the season, and they play like that now. I want them to create 3 or more turnovers this game, and I want to see them score. I want to see our defense score. Our defense is showing up so big. I want them to cause fumbles. I want them to pick up that ball, cradle it like a baby, and run it into the end zone. I think we have the opportunity to do that. With the way our defense is playing, we have seen very few turnovers created, but we've seen a lot of huge stops. I want to see some punches at the football. I want to see them cause these turnovers and provide our offense an opportunity with a short field to get us some points. Or score themselves. I don't care. But I want to see them do it, and I want to see them show up big. Our defense, help us, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're our only hope. These are my expectations for offense. I want to see at least 2 strong series in a row. I've seen multiple times in some of these first 4 games where we show up and we look great in our first series, but then we aren't able to chain more than 1 together. I'd love for them to be able to chain 2 or 3 or even 4 series together where we are marching down the field, where it looks like we know what we're doing. The quarterback looks confident. The team knows their assignment. We're blocking well. We're creating holes in the offensive line. We are making things happen and giving opportunity to our playmakers to make plays. I want to see confidence at the QB position. I don't care if it's Harburg or Jeff Sims. I really don't care. I just want to see confidence, and I want to see protection of the rock. I want them to protect the football with their lives. I only want to see 1 turnover total, if any, this game. If we get 1 turnover, that's your 1 turnover offense. That means you get no more. Let's make it happen. I want to see and avoid any and all holding and false start calls the entire game, especially in crucial moments. Gosh, how many times have we given up 7 points or 6 points at least because we have a holding call, or we have, gosh, I'm thinking of the Minnesota game, man, where we false started, I think it was twice on the goal line. We were like on the 1 or 2 yard line, and we false start, and it brings us back to the 6 or the 7, and now we're ended up, throwing a pick or, settling for a field goal. I don't want to see that. I do want to see 200 plus yards of rushing or 100 plus yards of passing. I think we can make it happen. I'd love to see the confidence in again, Jeff Sims or Heinrich to be able to get the rock downfield and make those crucial pass plays and give our wide receivers the opportunity to run after the catch. Get Thomas Fidone the ability to make those 30-yard plays because you're getting him in stride down the field. All of these things, yes, I understand are hopeful, but they can happen. I've seen glimpses of it this season. We know our defense can show up. We know our offense has the ability, if we're able to protect the football and make smart plays. We know that our coaching staff has the ability to be creative when necessary, to call the right plays in the right areas. We just need everyone doing their job meticulously throughout the game. And I think that we have an opportunity for a huge upset tomorrow. Saturday afternoon, we can make it happen. So this is my prediction, all right? I told my dad yesterday that I think we win 14-10. I said if we keep them under 2 touchdowns or below, we have absolutely have an opportunity to show up this game. I gave it a little bit more thought, and I actually think that this game is higher scoring than people are giving it credit, because I think that Nebraska is going to finally start to get in some stride here. I know it's against Michigan, and this is a maybe a bad time to be predicting this, but I think that Heinrich Harburg or Jeff Sims have the opportunity to finally get some things clicking on the offensive side of the ball. They've had 4 games now. They've each had 2 games. I think that now going into their 3rd game, either Jeff or Heinrich are going to be able to start having some vision down the field, having some ability to create plays, whether it's a pitch play or a sweep or a QB sneak. Whether it's an option play or not, I think that they are going to start having the confidence we need them to have to make these crucial plays. I think it's a higher scoring game, and I think that there are going to be some chaotic moments that lead to a 21-17 Nebraska victory. Okay? I'm calling it now. Call me a crazy Husker fan. I don't care. I'm choosing to have hope in my team, because it is more fun to have hope in your team all season long than to hang your head and just go, oh man, it's just another Nebraska game and it's against Michigan. There's no way. Yes, there's a way. There's always a way. We can find a way, guys. We really can. Even with that said, yes, there is a chance that we lose this game. It is a small chance, but there is a chance. I get it. But if we do lose, I'm going to remind myself what our program is looking to do, where we are headed. This is year 1 with Matt Rhule and his team and his coaching staff. I've said this in multiple videos, but we forgot what we were buying into game 1 in the loss against Minnesota. We were like, okay, we're buying into this rebuild mindset. And then we lost to Minnesota and everyone lost their minds. And we're like, what? There's no way Matt Rhule's the worst thing since sliced bread. But okay, Michigan's 4-0. We only have everything to gain from this game, guys. So let's make it happen. Please like and subscribe if you guys like this video. Leave a comment. Let me know what your thoughts are. Tharts are. Let me know what your thoughts are down below. Give me your prediction. What's the outcome of this game going to be? What is your score in your mind? Do we have to keep Michigan to like a 1 score, like 7 points in order to win this game, in order to give our offense a chance? Am I giving our offense too much credit? I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Like and subscribe, guys, if you guys want to see some more FFT content. I cover the Nebraska Cornhuskers on a weekly basis, and I also cover fantasy football. So if you guys want to see more of that content, go ahead and click that subscribe button down below. But until then, I'll catch you guys later. Go Big Red.